Python course. So today we're going to be starting the complete Python course indeed, and let's start. So first of all, open up your web browser and type in python.org/downloads. I'll give you the link down in the description so that you can download the Python for the latest. You can download the latest Python for your current operating system. It's available for Mac OS X, Linux, Unix, Windows, and I don't know what others include, but you can get it for AIX, then for IBMI, and for iOS and iPadOS. So for that you can install Pyto or Pythonista or Pythonista, I don't know. So Pyto, not PyTorch, Pyto. Pyto is a Python 3 one, and it's free actually. So you can actually interpret Python here for free, and it's completely available right here. You go, so we can get it and you can use it, Pyto. And then you have the Pythonista, which is actually costly. So Pythonista, you're able to see Pythonista for iOS. There you go, it's $10, so it's 750 rupees for my matter. Then you have it for OS 390 or ZOS, for RISC OS, for SolarOS, for VMS, for HPUS, for and some alternative Python packages for Linux, right? So sorry about that. Now you can download it. So when you click on this, you'll get this PKG file, and just follow all the prompts and you'll be successfully able to download Python. So now let's open up our terminal here. And in the terminal, type in a very simple command. Let me clear the terminal. And the simple command in this terminal is going to be Python 3. That's it. Now you should get this, Python 3.9.5 in and all of this, right? So you can type in help for some help, which is actually not a function in actual Python. Is just the shell of the Python, right? So you can just click on exit, okay, help, I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to be quitting this right now. Perfect. Now if you want to exit it, you can say exit and exit. Now again run this and type this simple command in, print hello. Should get hello here. Print 1 plus 1. I'm not telling that you know this, but it's just like that. You can say print to this, you get 0. So I'm going to be telling you what these operators are. There are a whole bunch of operators in Python, so don't get like I'm going to be telling you all of these. This was just a test that your Python is successfully installed. I mean, I'm just going to be terminating everything in the Windows in the terminal, and let's install our IDE. So I'm going to be using Visual Studio Code here. Okay, wait a second. There you go. So you can download it for anything. For Mac OS, it's the Universal, Intel or Apple Silicon. Then you can get it for Debian, Ubuntu, and Red Hat, Fedora, and SUSE. It's available as a .deb file. You can get it for an RPM file, get it .gz file, and you can also download it from the Linux store. Now you have the Windows, the user installer, the system installer. If you don't know what these are, just click on this. And if you don't know what this is, then just, if you are on a Mac OS PC, go to this Apple, go to the Apple logo and click on about this Mac. Then you should have the chip. It will either say Intel chip or a Apple M1. Now you can click on download and it will automatically detect if you are on an Intel or a Apple chip. So if you download it for Mac, you should get something. For a Silicon release, you should get VS Code Darwin, zip or something like that. If you download it for Intel, you should get VS Code Darwin, only Darwin. Okay, you should get that. But if you're downloading for the Apple Silicon, you'll get it differently labeled. Okay, so I don't know what it is labeled. I don't remember it, but it sure will be there in the downloads. So let's wait for it. Here you go. Unconfirmed Chrome download. Yep. VS Code Darwin ARM64. Okay, that's what it's going to be. And then you can just click on it and it would unzip the file, and that's it. Now for Windows you'll get this exe file or a MSI file. I don't remember. I used to use Windows way back, but now I'm on a Mac OS. You can download it universally also. So it will say I don't know what. Now open up Visual Studio Code. Let's set it up. So here I have some really cool extensions, but most of these are for JavaScript because I develop Flask actually, and I use VS Studio Code only for Python, and I use PyCharm for Flask and all that because it has a lot of support for that. I use the professional edition. So right now all of these is the HTML, CSS and JavaScript mostly. So you just want to install material theme icons and the material theme, which I have already set it as the material theme darker high contrast. Okay, there are so many more, but that's it. Now I'm going to be opening the folder. In my desktop I have this folder called Python course. Let's open it that one up. Inside this you can create any other directory. I use this one, and you can click on this icon here. This will create a new file. Just label it app.py or whatever you want. After this, you can type in commands or the Python language stuff. So you can type in code. For now, print hello world, print 1 + 1, and click on this run. If you don't get this run, you want to click on run Python file in the terminal by right clicking, and after that you should get it. Now let's click run, and we should get hello and 2 as we're able to see. So everything looks good. We've installed Python, we've ran some code here, and everything looks very good, right? So I hope you like this video. Stay tuned for the next part coming tomorrow or day after according to my studies, because my exams are up. Grade 6 periodic tests. Okay, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye and sayonara.